More football, more goals for everyone. It's been back-to-back weeks of the beautiful game in Japan, so get ready for more in the next half hour as we bring you all of the top highlights from the Meiji Yasuda J1 League. This is the J1 League Goal Zone. Midweek fixtures saw Sapporo continuing on the road to play Urawa. Kawasaki travelled to Kobe looking to extend their winning streak, and Nagoya welcomed bottom of the table Yokohama to their house. Tokyo were unable to respond after their first loss and were held to a draw in Oita, back at home to play the struggling Shonan, who were always likely to come away from this encounter empty-handed. But the visitors started strongly. Good work from Yuki Ohashi in the box, Naoki Yamada finishing well, but the goalkeeper probably should have done better. 10 minutes later, FC Tokyo got their equaliser. Opening shot from Ryoma Watanabe palmed away straight into the path of Kyosuke Tagawa. So, although Shonan's half started well, it ended badly. Super cross from Tokyo's Hotaka Nakamura, headed home by Diego Oliveira. With 11 minutes left, Shonan surprised everyone with an equaliser. The ball squared by Yamada into the path of Ryo Takahashi. But their fun didn't last for long. Ryoya Ogawa's cross eventually falls to Tsuyoshi Watanabe at the far post, and Tokyo are back in front. Still time for a Shonan equaliser though. Shota Kobayashi with the shot, and having probably been at fault for the first goal, Go Hatano saved well. The trend of complex defensive walls took another step forward, and while everyone was watching that, Hirotoshi Miyuki's free kick was sent wide. 3-2 it finished to the home team. The Diamonds were on the end of a punishing 3-0 loss over the weekend and would be happy to face an opponent with back-to-back losses to their name. Consadole seemed likely to struggle once again as they continued on the road to the Saitama Stadium.
Koizumi again. Dispossessed though in a dangerous area, and left-footed shot from the edge of the box. Takura Kaneko, superb effort. And when he got the ball back after having dispossessed Koizumi, a yard or so wide with that left-footed shot. This time Miyazawa goes long and he picks out Lopez, who's looking for that left foot strike again, and he gets it in once more. Not too much of a test though for Nishikawa, who just fell to his left and gathered that one with some comfort. Space out there on the left-hand side, but there's pressure, and they've done well, Hokkaido, and this is a good opportunity for them. Lopez to the right, but options also to the left. Left-footed strike from the edge of the box, and it strikes the post. And it was Tanaka who had the effort. And you'll recall that he had a decent effort early on in the game as well, but that left-footed shot beyond the arm of the goalkeeper and coming back off the upright. And, oh, nice header and a good save. Sugimoto got his head to that, and the goalkeeper had to react very quickly. But that's the best opportunity that Urawa have had in the 41.5 minutes that we've had so far. Miyazawa. Fukumori quickly sends the ball forward, and it's Suga on the overlap on the edge of the box with a left foot shot and just over the bar. It was Kaneko again who's had 3 good opportunities in this first half, and that one probably was the least well executed of them all. Just bounced up a little higher than he wanted it to, and he couldn't get his left foot as high up on the ball as he would have liked. Here for Fernandez, who clips this one into the far post and got all the way around the back, and a very good save from Nishikawa. Didn't know too much about it, I think, came off his legs, but that was a super opportunity early in this second half. Fukumori got Suga ahead of him. Suga, will he go for the byline once more? Pulls it back earlier. The big man back heels to the edge of the box and tipped over the bar by Nishikawa. Second time that Nishikawa has been the saviour of his side in this second half. Abe. And it was on target. And Nakano's 2-metre frame got down well because it landed, or it would have landed, just beyond the goal line. Nicely done, and Urawa come away. And they've got men over on the right-hand side. If the ball could be played, it wasn't the best pass. And the goalkeeper will get on top of it. If that pass had been played with a little bit more pace, then that would have been a really gilt-edged opportunity. Tanaka has got the substitute Okamura out here on the right-hand side. Plenty of space, but he wasn't used. And we are goalless after 94 and a bit minutes. Urawa Red Diamonds 0, Hokkaido Consadole Sapporo 0.
First of the new boys to notch a win in the top flight, Avispa were back at home with a tough task at hand. Kashima had won their last 3 on the road at the end of last season, and the visitors would be looking to pick up where they left off. But they struggled in the first half, 9 minutes before the break, and they were down to 10 men after Ikuma Sekigawa's badly timed challenge. And Avispa almost took advantage. In the 41st minute, Daiki Miya's header just going wide at the near post. Still no goals here in the 83rd minute. The ball falls to Kento Misao from well outside the box. His shot well turned away by the goalkeeper. It took 85 minutes for the first goal to come, and it was Avispa who took the lead. Super chest down by Yuya Yamagishi, tucked home by Takeshi Kanamori. But in injury time, it looked like Kashima had found their equaliser. Tomoya Inuke putting the ball in the net. But Avispa's Emil Salamonson was adjudged to have fouled in the build-up. VAR ruled that one out, and Avispa take the points. You can't say too much about Kawasaki's robust start to defending their title. Having amassed a 100% record on the road, they now headed to Kobe. The hosts suffered their first loss at the hands of Nagoya, and that would seem less than ideal preparation for their clash with the reigning champions. Here's Shazad Haq.
Before he's out. That's the first chance. Leandro Damiao. Nago with a nice little touch on, and Damiao actually was in a really good spot, wasn't he? Just couldn't keep it down. Sakai, Douglas. Everyone just seemed to hesitate. Bleeding there, perhaps. Now, let's have another look at this. Are they saying there was a foul on Taniguchi? Can they finish off? Ienaga, empty header, empty goal rather. And that is the best chance of the game so far. That was a very, very good chance for Leandro Damiao. Lovely move from Ienaga to come back inside. He saw the free Brazilian who opted to head it, and it did it into the ground. And I just wonder whether he felt he had a lot more time than he thought. Had he not gone with his head, I'm pretty sure that would have been goal number 1. That is an easy header, completely missed by Vissel. How on earth did he miss that? It's a lovely ball in. That is an open goal. Misheaded that, as it were. And that would have been the perfect time to score. Vissel would be really annoyed by that. Just to which their veteran, Kobayashi, in a chance here! And Damiao hangs in the air for the header. That was a good leap from the Brazilian. Damiao, excellent from him, but it's going to be offside on Ienaga. Pretty sure of that. I think Damiao leap from him and a great placing of the header. That is going to get chalked off, I think. So I brought back to the centre circle. I think the ball will be returned back, unless there was a player we didn't see. There you go, it is offside. A big roar from the crowd. I think he kind of knew that, didn't he? Bit of a miss hit there, but he should be able to finish off. Oh, that's a very important save by Maikawa. Damiao looking to have scored what would have been a legitimate goal this time. That's a big credit to Maikawa, who kept himself large. Maybe just a little too close to the goalkeeper. Far post would have been the ideal scenario for him. Oh, he's almost got it in! He has got it in! Oh, what a lovely opportunity here! And Damiao will take the plaudits, but hold on. Here we go again. VAR will stop proceedings. Was he offside? No, I don't think he was. Kikuchi played him on, but it wasn't a very good clearance, was it, from Maikawa? Lovely from Damiao. Instinctive from him. Poor from Maikawa. And it is a goal. Damiao, who was denied earlier, isn't to be denied a second time. And Kawasaki have the lead with about 17 minutes to go. Oh, and a great chance here. Mitoma bearing down on goal. Can he finish off? Oh, that is wonderful defending. Coming right across. Could he have squared the ball earlier? Furuhashi may not have scored at the other end, but it's probably prevented a goal up the other. Now a chance here. Here comes bearing down Furuhashi. Can he make amends? Still got a lot of work to do. That's a big save by Jung-Sung Ryong. Well, they left themselves a little exposed there, didn't they? Oh, it's got in! It slipped through! Right at the very end! Oh, what drama! Under Jung-Sung Ryong, Kikuchi has got the header right at the end of this game, and I'm afraid you're going to have to blame the goalkeeper for that one. A free header, no one really getting near him. Well, he let that go, didn't he? Jung-Sung Ryong, could he have done better? Well, he didn't even go for it. I think it was too far for him. He was never going to get there. It's a good header. He didn't even stretch out the arm. I think he took a gamble on that one. Jung-Sung Ryong. And right at the end of this match, that perfect record of Kawasaki Frontale is broken, and they failed to equal the record for the best start to a J-League season, which would have been 6 games. The final score, Vissel Kobe 1, Kawasaki Frontale 1.
Sanfrecce maintained their unbeaten start with a third draw in 4 games. In order to challenge at the top, they needed to pick up more wins though, so they would now face a Shimizu side who'd only lost once so far. The first meaningful chance of the game fell in the 29th minute. After Yuya Asano's cross, Yoshifumi Kashiwa rather snatched at the volley. Asano was involved 6 minutes later. Rather than squaring the ball with his right foot, he tried a curler to the far post with his left and couldn't quite tuck it inside. It was all about Sanfrecce in the first half, and Asano was the main man. This time a back heel drawing a super save from Shuichi Gonda. 0-0 at half-time, but Sanfrecce's pressure would pay off. Just before the hour, Hayato Araki stabs home in a crowded box. Shimizu found themselves increasingly on the back foot. Asano causing trouble again, running towards goal but shooting this one just wide. For all of their chances though, Sanfrecce would come away from this one with just the 1 goal to their name. Even Junior Santos, smacking that one against the crossbar, couldn't make it 2. With Kawasaki being held to a draw, Nagoya had a chance to inch closer to top spot. Find out if they managed it when we come back. It's the J1 League GOALZONE Show. 4 more matches lined up for you. Let's head to the Aichi Prefecture on Honshu Island. Two sides with extremely contrasting starts to the campaign. Nagoya had a 100% record, while Yokohama had lost all 4 of theirs. The hosts coming into this one with 3 clean sheets in a row against the side who conceded 13 goals in 4 matches. Grampus looked on course to maintain their streak. Just after the quarter-hour mark, a chance for Gabriel Xavier from the dead ball. The ensuing scramble only led to a corner though. Naoki Maeda, who'd been involved in that earlier scramble, was giving trouble to the goalkeeper again, but once more Yokohama were able to scramble the ball away from danger. Having kept Nagoya out in the first half, Yuji Rokutan was active again just 3 minutes into the second, this time pulling off a double save from Xavier and Yoichiro Kakitani. But there was little he could do about the world-class pass played by Yutaka Yoshida in the 52nd minute. Maeda tucking this one home for a 1-0 lead. Rokutan did all he could to stop it from being 2-0 in the 63rd minute, but when his parried save fell to Mateus, he was emphatic with his finish. And you had to feel sorry once again for Rokutan in time added on for stoppages. Having saved this shot from Mateus, Soma picks up the rebound and Ryogo Yamasaki was on hand to make it 3-0. With an impressive run of form in front of goal and red-hot Daizan Maeda topping the goal-scoring charts for now, the Marinos were unbeaten in 3. Tokushima have made a slow start to life in J1, and it seemed unlikely that they'd find their first win in Yokohama. Here's Mark Richmond with the commentary.
Maeda, great control from him. 2 players just converging on him very quickly. Warned with his hot goal scoring streak recently. He is a player who has scored against Tokushima before, and here is Maeda on his way to goal. Daizan Maeda! Well, we spoke about it at the start of the broadcast, and Tokushima voices do like playing out from the back, and they might be caught napping with the pressing, especially that put on by the leader of the press, Maeda, who's not just the leader of the press these days, he's also the leader of the goal-scoring charts in Japanese football this year. Brilliantly won by him, and banged right into the back of the net. Brushes aside a marker, went straight for goal. A couple on the ground actually stood up thinking that it was going to be the first goal for the Brazilian, but the side netting it was that rustled. Marcos Jr. keeping pace with him, setting it up superbly. That would have been a peach of a goal, born and bred in Brazil. Marcos Jr. to Elbert, to Marcos Jr. back to Elbert. Everything but the finish. Elbert to work some room for himself, was helped out by Marcos Jr. bypassed the Brazilian. Eventually drops for the number 10, who tries to drop it into space for Daizan Maeda. Well watched that time. Albert, Daizan Maeda with shooting goal! Oh my! The man just can't stop scoring. A referee though checking with VAR. Daizan Maeda might have been offside. Oh, I see it was for a foul by Marcos Jr. Stamping. Might have been a red card situation here. There we go. think it was malicious or anything. It might be, you know. They have chance to allow the goal. The foul before the delivery in the box for Daisen Maeda. Nairo asking for support, finally finds it from Mitsunuga. No one in the penalty box to aim for, though, but it falls neatly for by cross. Well, if that was Daisen Maeda, that might have been two. It's fallen for Marcos Jr. Recently broke his duck. Time to swing this one in. It's a great delivery. Oh! Had to react very quickly. Miyashiro and almost diverted it for the equalizer. They've got to be careful here, Yokohama Marinos. They still have to hang on. Kishimoto's shot blocked out! Hamashita with a shot that blazes just over. Gallant comeback, you'd have to say, from Tokushima Vortis. They gave it their all. But in the end, Daisen Maeda's 10th minute strike after a mistake from a defender, pinching the ball away and smashing it into the back of the net, good enough for a win for Yokohama Marinos. Since 2019, Yokohama Marinos have kept clean sheets in consecutive games, and the first time since September last year they've won 3 in a row. 1-0 against Tokushima Vortis.
With another striker on a hot streak, Yoshito Okubo and Cerezo will be looking for their 3rd straight win as they hosted Oita. But the visitors were unbeaten in their last 7 and would always prove difficult to overcome. Cerezo with an early chance in the 4th minute, but did Tatsuhiro Sakamoto's shot take a deflection off the defender's arm? 7 minutes from the break and Yoshito Okubo's shot found another deflection. This time the goalkeeper read it well enough to tuck it round the post. Still no goals with 10 minutes to play. Oita's Seigo Kobayashi striking that one against the upright. But a candidate for goal of the week took all 3 points in the 87th minute. Sakamoto striking this one beautifully on the half volley. Sagan's 100% record fell after a draw against Shimizu at the weekend, but the home side remained the only team not to concede this season. That defensive record spelt trouble for the visitors' Kashiwa, who'd managed to score in only 1 match so far. Just before the half-hour mark and Daichi Hayashi breaks on the left. With players in the middle for him to pass to, both defender and goalkeeper were perhaps not expecting him to take a shot. 6 minutes from the half at the other end of the field, Cristiano also had options to his left, but he also went for the shot, this time not successful. Into the second half, and Kashiwa's Takumi Kamajima's towering header could only see the ball come back off the upright. And that meant that 5 minutes later, Sagan could extend their lead. Hayashi striking from just inside the box, and that's 2-0 to the home team. Late in the game, Hidekazu Otani strode into the box unmarked, looking for a consolation goal, but he couldn't even get that. Saved by Park Il-gyu, and the home team take this one 2-0. Another 5 goals at the Ajinomoto Stadium as Tokyo edged out Shonan for their 2nd win this season. Avispa collected 3 points at home after a narrow win against the Antlers. Kobe, the first side to take a swipe at the throne, holding the champions to a 1-1 draw. Nagoya and Sagan continued their unbeaten run, running out comfortable winners at home. Frontale saw their lead at the top cut to a point, and with a game in hand, Nagoya could top the table if they win their next match. Cerezo and the Marinos kept their positions at the top secure with another win under their belts this time round. At the other end of the spectrum, Tokushima found themselves in an early position to head back down to J2, while Yokohama FC continued to dig themselves further into the relegation hole with their 5th straight loss. That wraps up this edition of the J1 League Goal Zone. We'll be back with you next week. My name's Steve Dawson. See you then.